Kern's canine crisis. As euthanasia rates remain alarmingly high in our local shelters, the Bakersfield Animal Care Center is operating rescue transports out of state and out of the country, upping its live release rates. We took an in-depth look at what it takes to spare the lives of high-risk dogs and fly them to their forever homes. Here's our Jenny Huh with her special report, Canines to Canada, a Bakersfield rescue operation.
It's the definition of teamwork. There are at least 900 steps to getting these canines up in the air. 17 News followed shelter staff and the dogs for weeks as they geared up for this transport. 6 weeks of preparation and nearly 30 volunteers later, 45 dogs are homeward bound to Canada.
It's our goal here at the shelter to save as many dogs as possible, and we can't do that without rescues.
In 2023 and 2024, more than 50% of the City of Bakersfield Animal Care Center, or BACC's, live releases of dogs were via rescue groups.
It's mandatory that we take care of the health of the dogs, but it's not mandatory that we send them out on these transports. This is something added bonus that we try to do to maximize the amount of lives that get saved.
BACC frequently transports dogs to Washington, Montana, and throughout Canada. It's all thanks to Wings of Rescue, a nonprofit of volunteer pilots who fly animals nationwide.
You know, when you load them on, they're a little unsure. When the door comes open, everything changes. I think that they realize they're in a good spot or in a better spot, and they can just feel the energy of the people receiving them.
Tails start wagging, so you start hearing beep, 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 beep against the crates. It's really fun.
Why Canada?
Canada has a shortage of dogs, unlike here in Bakersfield. The reason behind it is kind of twofold. Number one, here in Bakersfield, our dogs can have 3 breeding cycles a year. Sometimes 4 if the weather stays warm. So that's 4 litters that one dog can have.
Hence Bakersfield's overpopulation problem.
Another reason they don't have an overpopulation is this time of year, in the wintertime, they're going to freeze to death on the streets.
And why flights if they're so pricey?
The flight is going to cost anywhere from $17,000 to $20,000. So we want to make sure that there's at least 45 or more dogs going on this flight.
Matthew Buck with BACC says it's all about winter road conditions and minimizing travel time. Driving to Canada would take about 24 hours compared to 5 hours for flying.
That's a really long time for a dog to be on ground transport, and that's just straight driving time. So it's really about 36 hours by the time you stop, let all the dogs out for walks, clean their cages, feed, fill ups.
It takes a village for every transport. All the prep work falls on BACC.
I mean, it basically starts when the animals get in. You know, we want to make sure that they stay healthy the entire time that they're here. That's a challenge. Look at her teeth and look at her gums, make sure her gum color is good. This one's looking pretty healthy, and she obviously feels good. Yeah.
Prada, a 1-year-old white and black pit bull mix, is getting her medical checkup. The shelter says due to her breed, larger size, and darker color, she would have been at the top of the euthanasia list had it not been for the rescue flight. The same with Patches, an 8-year-old senior Chihuahua, as well as most dogs on these rescue transports, especially the larger ones. Each flight also has a theme the dogs are named after. This time it's designer brands, hence Prada and Patches.
We vaccinate everybody immediately upon entering, and then they get repeated vaccines as needed up to the time of transport.
No dog can enter Canada without being spay-neutered. It's our policy as well to not send dogs out without being spay-neutered.
And that can also be very challenging if you've got, you know, a transport coming up that's got 45 dogs on it, and all of a sudden you're faced with 45 surgeries that you need to get done. So we've got a lot of community help with that, with the SNP bus and stuff like that too.
SNP bus, as in the Spay Neuter Imperative Project, which offers low or no cost spay and neuter services. Then it's all about the paperwork, which itself can take a month.
Everything has to match.
Office manager Olivia Hernandez says there's no room for error.
Only one simple mistake is just gonna mess up everything. Because if you misenter a microchip number, at least a number from the microchip, I mean, it's like they won't be able to locate the dog.
The worst case scenario with inaccurate paperwork?
The dog could come back. We never want the dog back because we've already made plans to take up that dog's kennel once it leaves. So now, if that dog comes back, it puts us in a situation where we might have to euthanize for space. They can actually deny the whole transport altogether.
These papers act like passports with each dog's government ID assigned on intake, age, sex, color, dates of vaccinations, etc.
It's the kennel card. It has basically all his information, all his medical records, and then his spay-neuter certificate. And then the back part is the rabies certificate.
And there's still more work, like putting collars and ID tags on each canine flyer.
The reason why we have to do the collars, first of all, to hold the tag, but also it gives you a handle for the dog. They're going to be in a stressful situation, and it's hard to just grab a dog.
As well as playing a days-long game of Tetris, fitting 45 dogs in crates onto the small plane, a Pilatus PC-12.
If we can get the dogs to all fit in this van, we know we can get them to fit all in the plane.
Joshua Proctor says it's trial and error, and the promised 45 dogs must go on the flight.
I can never lower the number. I have to start over.
Each dog is sized up and, for familiarity's sake, exposed to their crate multiple times. Once the perfect crate match is made,
there's no guesswork on the day of loading transport. So that's what Tara is doing now. She's actually going to put the identification number on the kennel. We're going to put it right here. They have to be able to stand up and completely turn around and be able to lay down comfortably.
By law, the dogs also must have 24/7 access to water and a clean crate. On transport day, the dogs travel from the shelter on South Mount Vernon Avenue to the Bakersfield Jet Center at Meadows Field. Rescue operations depend on community help too, like donations of crates. Those aren't in the shelter's budget.
We almost have to have about 2.5 times the amount of kennels we need just for one flight here at all times, because once the kennels make it to Canada, we're not going to see them again till the next time we go back to Canada.
Fosters in Bakersfield are also needed to care for the dogs before they take off.
Tom Ford, he's going to Canada. He's a foster. It's not that big of a responsibility. It's a limited time that you get to keep them.
They stand a much greater chance of staying healthy and ready to get on that transport.
It's also a space game.
So right now, if there's 45 dogs and we're sitting on 45 dogs for a month, that's less dogs that we can save overall because they're taking up space for other potential dogs.
These 45 dogs will land in Calgary City in Alberta, Canada. We'll continue to track their journeys, so join us here for part 2 of this special report at the Bakersfield Jet Center. Jenny Hutt, 17 News. Come here, daughter.